Hello and welcome to my alternative channel, Anti-War. And today on Anti-War, I'm bringing back another Captain Morgan flavored beer, Captain Morgan Sliced Pineapple Daiquiri style drink. And they're using that terminology carefully because it's not an actual daiquiri. It contains no rum. If you look at the Tax and Trade Bureau, the United States government actually makes a daiquiri a legally protected product and has to be made a certain way. And the way it's made is not with beer. But they're not claiming it's a daiquiri. They're claiming it's a daiquiri style drink. In other words, a beer that's made to mimic a daiquiri. Might sound crazy, but it's true. See if this will focus. It was introduced in 2024, and the ready-to-drink flavored cocktail or cocktail style canned or bottled concoctions is the fastest growing part of the beer, wine, and liquor industry. For better or worse. Maybe that's for worse, but it is the case. I read an article in the newspaper yesterday that wine is in a serious decline. But of course they overhype it, like the end of wine, no more wine. But it is in a serious decline. There's no joke about that. Man, it won't focus. I cannot believe this. Oh, well. We have to give it up. There was all kind of theories or thoughts about why wine was in decline. And they said back in the baby boomer days. Good afternoon, Ron. How much snow have you gotten so far? I don't know, but I went walking. It was up to almost to my knees. I've never seen it this heavy in my life. I thought we had global warming. I thought the world was getting warmer, but I know what they're going to say. Well, it's colder because it's warmer. The warmth makes it get colder. As long as we get a hammer and sickle, it's whatever we want it to be. Okay, so you can see it's yellowish because of the food coloring, and the aroma is pineapple. Yeah. Does it smell like a true daiquiri? To be fair, I don't think I've ever actually had a true daiquiri. I think the ones they sell at the drive-thru are probably not true daiquiris. You probably have to go to Cuba or Puerto Rico to get a true daiquiri, but I mean, it tastes better than those things that they come in that looks like a snowball or a snow cone. Would this be something I would normally drink? No, it would not be. I could tolerate it once a week. Once a week, I can tolerate it. I'll tell you one thing about that snow. It's coming from straight east. And I find that strange. East, usually you think it would be coming from the north. It's coming from the east at a 45-degree angle. So that's unreal. Never thought I'd see a blizzard this close to the Gulf of Mexico, but this has a very strong pineapple flavor. When I went to Puerto Rico, there was this restaurant. They claimed they were the home of the pina colada. Well, I should say I passed in front of the restaurant, and they had a sign. The pina colada was invented at this restaurant in 1965. Okay, I got no reason to think that's not true. But when I saw the prices for their meals, I thought, I've been in front of the restaurant. But I wasn't paying that kind of money for for that. Yeah, FD&C yellow number 5. Uh, I'm sure the food was very good there. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but just delicious premix, ready to drink with natural flavors. Yeah, so this is from Illinois. They take a beer and they take a beer. I'll do it simple. They take a beer and they process it in a way that it tastes like vodka, meaning it has no taste. They take a beer and they filter it to where it's clear, has no smell, no flavor, and they want it to be that way. And then they add flavoring, natural flavors in this case, like probably pineapple. They probably crush up refuse pineapple from grocery stores that they could never sell because they were half rotten. But they would not affect the flavor of the beer. And they probably let the beer soak with that pineapple for, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks. What does it matter? They strain it all out, filter it out. Then, hey, there you go. They add the food coloring and the double handfuls of sugar, cane sugar. At least it's not sucralose or other artificial sweetener. Then they put it in a can and they sell it, and you buy it, and you drink it, and do a video review. But tastes all right, I gotta admit. I guess it's better than wasting a pineapple. 7 degrees here in Michigan. You guys have more snow though. Haha. It's probably on the news. It's probably all over the United States on the news that Louisiana's getting the biggest blizzard ever. I remember 1973 was pretty heavy, but it was nothing like this. You know, it went on for a while and we made snowmen and that was it. Nothing like this. My father said it was like this in 1961, but I read that it was 63. He might be not remembering it right, but his father owned a hardware store then, and he said they sold so much pipe that week. You know, water, copper piping. They were threading pipes. They had a machine thread pipes because of all the busted water. People didn't run their water. You know, didn't let it trickle in. It was a big old mess, you know. This could be a big old mess in this very house. I'm praying to God that doesn't happen. It happened to me once before in 2018, and that was a misery. But yeah, it's fine. Now, when I went to Puerto Rico last week, did they have daiquiris and pina coladas? Well, obviously they did, and so does every other tourist destination in the world, most likely. You wouldn't have to go to Puerto Rico. You go to Florida, Louisiana, Texas, Mexico, Alabama, Mississippi Gulf Coast, Florida Gulf Coast, and all Maine, and they're going to have these kind of things. But you say, but why don't they just use vodka? Why take the beer? Now you might be asking, why take the beer and make it like a vodka when they could just use vodka? That's a great question. And here's a good answer. Because many states, not Louisiana, but many states do not allow liquor sales in a convenience store. I don't know why. It seems tomfoolery. Even if it's as low as 15, even if it's as low as 5.8% alcohol, 5.8, that's a very low percentage for, you know, liquor and all. But if you take wine and make a concoction and sell it at 5.8 or 15.8, it's not a problem. It's a wine. If you take beer, sell it for 5.8, or in Georgia up to 13.9, no problem. No problem whatsoever. It's allowed. But if you took a liquor and sold it at 13.9, it would be absolutely forbidden. So consequently, they use an end around and they use other ways to get to the goal. This morning, when the snow was really starting, I went out in the snow, made a video for this Sips. It's called Sips Slamsies. That's what it's called. Slamsies. Slamsies. It's a mimic to me, it's a mimic of Buzzballs. And it's 15%. But in many states, they could not sell that in a store unless it was with wine or beer. And that's wine based. They take wine and make it. Now, you might go to a liquor store and see that exact same product, and it might say made with vodka. Because in a liquor store, it'd be allowed. Slamsies. Now, they're being sued by Buzzballs. Buzzballs is suing them, claiming that they infringe on their trademark, trying to mimic their product, and people are going to go to the store and think that Slamsies is a Buzzball. I don't think that lawsuit has any merit. I don't think there's a person in America that would go to a grocery store or a liquor store or a convenience store and think that a Slamsies is a Buzzball. They would simply think it was a knockoff of a Buzzball or a competitor of it. So personally, I don't think that's going to fly in court. I think it's going to bomb. I think the judge is going to say, get out. No one's going to think that. Because they said they use a similar vessel. They really didn't. Buzzball is like a round ball, like a party ball, like a light bulb. And Slamsies is like it looks like some kind of condensed milk container, and they stack. They're stackable. So I don't think that has merit, and I don't think it's going to make it, but who cares? All right, so I guess the companies care. How would I score this concoction? I think they did a great job with it. I wouldn't want to buy it. Honestly, I bought it just to do reviews. True story. I wouldn't buy this to drink. I would not drink these things on a regular basis. I would not do it. But I did buy it. And I'll probably buy some more in the future. Maybe those Lipton concoctions. Not really looking forward to drinking those. But I don't score it according to what I like. I scored according to did they achieve what they were trying to achieve? Did they achieve a good mimic of Daiquiri or whatever? I guess they did. Sure does taste like pineapple. And like it says, natural flavors. If they're taking pineapple from grocery stores that are turned and cannot sell, and they're going to be thrown in a dumpster, but they're using them to make this, I think that's good because that's helping the ecology. And I like to avoid waste. I don't like waste. So yeah, I'll go along with that. All right, we all take care now. I'm going to jump back to the other channel, see what people have posted. Go check my subscriptions, see what people have posted. So, laissez les bon temps relais. I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Illinois and take a flavored beer brewery tour.